Hello students, I am Snehal from KLE Society's BCA College, Nipani. So in the previous session, we focused on the different types of system testing, and that type which we have discussed with respect to the system testing, that is nothing but the performance testing and the scalability testing. So the content which we are going to discuss in this session, these are nothing but the remaining types of the system testing, which comes under the non-functional testing of the system testing. So the content what we are going to discuss with respect to the system testings non-functionality, the reliability testing and the stress testing. So what is the reliability testing? A reliability testing is defined as a software testing type that checks whether the software can perform a failure-free operation for a specified period of a time in a specified environment. So what it means that, see, when we have developed an application, any program with respect to the software application, whether they are performing a failure free means what? A error free, a bugs free, whatever may the operations that are implemented in an application, in a programs, that should be a failure free or the error free for a specified period of a time in a specified environment. The environment may be a hardware environment, the environment may be a software environment, the environments may be a operating system environment, the environment may be a devices environment, many more things we need to consider. So for that specified environment, the application, the program should perform a failure free operations. What they are going to perform? They are going to perform a failure free operation. So that is nothing but the reliability testing. So this is the reliability testing which we have considered for the software testing. Actually, when we want to perform a software system testing with respect to these different types of testing, these all the types of sub parts of the system testings are very important. Why? Because we need to consider the performance also, we need to consider the scalability of the software also, we need to consider the reliability of the software also. Why? Because all these testings are going to matter to determine the quality of that particular software application. Why? Because the quality is not only depend on the features or the functionalities that are provided in a software application, it is dependent on all the criteria which we are going to consider with respect to the functional and the non-functional. As we know that the functional type of requirements or the functional system testing is nothing but they are going to check the software application for the features and for the, we can say that, the functionalities that are implemented with respect to the requirements that are collected from the customer. So with respect to that, it will be get tested out. But when we are considering the non-functionality, the non-functionality is totally dependent on what? It is totally dependent on the different types of a sub testings which are coming under this. So we need to test the performance, we need to test the scalability, we need to test the reliability, we need to test the stress of that particular application or the softwares. Okay, so these are the very important type of testings we need to perform with respect to the system testing and the software testing. So a reliability means what? A reliability is means yielding the same. In other terms, or in other words, reliable means something is dependable and that it will give the same outcome every time. Means what? See, if you want to perform the addition of a numbers, okay, now when we want to perform the addition of a numbers, if we want to add the two numbers, then they are giving the addition of that two numbers. Suppose the numbers are taken as a 5 and 2, then what is the expected outcome from that? A 7. But if we are going to change that two numbers, that is nothing but the 10 and 11, then what the outcome should be get expected from that? The outcome expected from that is nothing but the 21. So that is nothing but the reliability. So what the reliability means? Or something is dependable, what? The addition is dependable, but every time the input given to that particular application or that particular program is going to be changed. So what we are going to consider? That it will give the same outcome every time, it will give the same outcome every time. So reliability means what? Yielding the same. In other terms, we can say that the other word is a reliable. Means what? Something is dependable and that it will give the same outcome every time. Means what? Whatever may be the result which we are expecting, it should be same for the different types of inputs that are going to be entered over there. So that is the reliability. So what we have discussed, a reliability testing. A reliability testing is defined as a software testing type that checks whether the software can perform a failure free or the error free or the bugs free operation for a specified period of a time in a specified environment. So the reliability means what? Yielding the same. It means that, in other words, we can say that this software application is a reliable. Reliable means what? It means that something is dependable on that and it will give the same outcome every time. So that is the reliability testing. Now the next is nothing but the same is true for the reliability testing. The reliability testing in a software assures that the product is a fault free and is reliable for its intended purpose. Means what? A fault free, that is nothing but the error free or the bugs free. Why? Because this is very important and the necessary part which we need to consider when we are developing an application. See, for example, consider that if we have developed any application, as a simple admission process application form we have developed, and when an user is trying to use that applications for the many more times, if the many more or if the lots of errors are occurring over within that, then what will be get occur? That will be get it will be get irritated for that particular person. Why? Because many more times or for the many times they are getting the errors when they are filling that application form. So user is not happy with that and user is not giving a proper response against that software application. So that is the thing we need to think over think on the development of the software testing. Why? Because the reliability means what? How the product should be get there? A product should be a fault free and it is a reliable for its intended purpose. Means what? For its defined purpose. What is the defined purpose now? The defined purpose is nothing but the criteria which we have considered during the development process, and that criteria are totally based on the requirements. That requirements are getting collected from the, we can say that SRS, that is nothing but the software requirement specification. So this is the thing we need to consider with respect to the reliability testing. So what the reliability testing is going to mean us, say us that a reliability testing is nothing but where the software is going to assure that the product is or that a particular application is a fault free application and is reliable for its intended purpose, which means that it will give the same outcome every time, same output every time. So that is nothing but the reliability. So when that application will be get used of by the many persons or some of the persons, it should give a same outcome and the same result for them each and every time for a specified period of a time. So that is the reliability testing. Now next we have to consider the stress testing. So what is the stress testing? Stress testing is defined as a type of a software testing that verified the stability and the reliability of the system. Now what is the stability and the reliability of the system? See, a stability means what? It should be get stable when the workload is high. It should be get stable when the workload is low. Now what the reliability is going to tell us? That it should good that application or that program should get handle the excessive load. Then and then only we can say that that software is a reliable software or that particular application is a reliable with respect to only that system. So to this test, okay, this test mainly determines the system on its robustness and the error handling under the extremely heavy load condition. So what the stress testing is going to check, or they are going to determine that the system on its robustness. Robustness means what? It will be get used on the different types of environment. It will be get used on the different types of environments. Now that environments may be a software environments or the hardware environment. So that is the robustness, and the error handling under the extremely heavy load conditions will be get considered over here. Why? Because the many persons are going to handle out that application. If the many persons are going to handle out that application, we can say that definitely the load on that particular application is going to be increased. So if the load is going to be increased, we can say that there is a chances of number of errors that will be get occurred, it will be get considered over here. So error handling under the extremely heavy load conditions will be get considered over here. So this is the stress testing. Now again, it even test. What a stress testing even test beyond the normal operating points and evaluates the system, evaluates how the system work under the extreme condition. Now what are the extreme conditions? See, as per we are learned on the black box testing, which conditions we have considered? We have considered the conditions that are nothing but the boundary value, equivalence partitionings. Okay, these things we have considered. So when the boundary value analysis is there, equivalence partitionings are there, what we have done, we have taken the valid input range also, and we have considered the invalid input ranges also. So the extreme conditions are considered over there. Why? Because suppose for example consider that we need to find out the even numbers from 5 to 10. Okay, so when we find out the even numbers in between the 5 to 10, so what are the even numbers which are present in between 5 to 10? Okay, which will be get started from 5 and it will be get ended up to 10. So 5 is the odd number but the 6 is even, 7 is odd, 8 is even, 9 is odd but the 10 is even. So how many even numbers are coming in between or from 5 to 10? Only 3 numbers. But that application should not accept the numbers which are below than 5, and that application is not going to accept the numbers which are greater than 10. Why? Because we need to consider the extreme conditions also in the stress testing. Now the stress testing is done to make sure that the system would not crash under the crunch situation. Now what are the crunch situation? See, suppose when we are developing an application, now crunch situation is nothing but the situation which is considered as and the below poverty level. Below poverty level means what? See, if we have developed an application and if a worst case conditions or worst case situations when we try to implement with that application, it should not be get what? Crashed over there. If it is crashing, then what it means that that application is not working appropriately. A simple example you can take that. If we want to divide any number by 0, what it is going to give us? It is going to give us an infinity answer. So that is the crunch situation. Why? Because if the user is going to see the screen running running in front of them, they are not going to get any particular thing from that. So instead of that, if you show a error message to them that it is not dividing by 0 is not possible, or it is going to give you the answer as an infinity, then user can understand it very appropriately. So system should not be get crashed over there. So that is nothing but the crunch situation. What is the crunch situation? If the user is trying to divide any number by 0. So this type of things will be get handled effectively and efficiently by an application or by any program. So that is the stress testing. Now the next thing which we need to consider with respect to the stress testing is nothing but the application under the testing will be stressed when a 5 GB data is copied from the website and pasted in a notepad. Now notepad is under the stress and it gives not responded error message. Why? Because it is not possible. Why? Because we are copying the 5 GB data, 5 gigabytes of a data from the website, and we are going to paste it in a notepad. So notepad is not that much capable application where we want to save that type of data. So what they are going to show us, that notepad application is going to show us a error message. What? It is not responding. Why? Because it is under the stress. Now consider how it is looking. This program is not responding, an error program, untitled notepad. So we have to end out over here. So that is the actually the stress testing which we are going to consider with respect to the system testing. So what we have discussed, we have discussed the again two different types of the system testings, of the functionality of the non-functional testing, that is nothing but the reliability testing and the stress testing. So in the next session we are going to again move further to see the different again two types of the system testing. So up to that, thank you and okay.